This is Pete. We're Kenshin1913 along with
Mom.
And this is another Cooking with Kenshin1913. What are we making today?
Today we're making an apple cake.
Yep, right out of our cookbook, Chai Fame Manje.
Which means?
Which means, you hungry? Eat. And so yeah, this is on page 53. This is an exclusive recipe that was just in the book that you couldn't find on the videos, and we're deciding to make it into a video.
Okay, so first things, we're going to tell you what you need. Of course, the exact measurements are in the cookbook. So we have flour, salt, and baking powder, and I have that all in one bowl, and we'll mix that up. Milk, granulated sugar, 3 eggs, margarine, and ground cinnamon, and of course apples and vanilla.
Right.
So what we're going to do first is I'm going to break the eggs because we're going to use the yolks first with the main part of the ingredients. And then we're going to make our egg whites kind of like a meringue and fold that into the batter. This makes the actual cake very light and fluffy.
So yeah, we're going to separate these eggs with leaving the yolk in here and the white in there.
Right, because then we're going to do this in 2 steps.
Right, because we've got to make it like you were saying, like a meringue. So, yep, 3 egg yolks in here. So, we've been kind of busy, and we haven't really had a chance to make a video. We were also discussing what should be our first video of the new year, and we decided this should be it. Because this recipe here is not only a recipe that's found in the cookbook, but it's also a recipe that my grandmother, aka my mom, used to make, right? And this is something right out of her playbook.
It's quite an old recipe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we have our 3 egg yolks in here, and we're going to start to add a little bit of our sugar and mix this up.
All right, so we just found out. This thing wasn't plugged in. We plugged it in. Now we're
ready to roll.
Now we're mixing. So, yeah, your mother used to make this recipe quite a bit, right? And this is an old standby. I don't remember if I ever ate it, but I like apples, so I don't see why I wouldn't. So yeah, we have our sugar, we have our egg yolks. Now she's going to toss in the margarine.
It's softened, so we're going to put it in pieces so it incorporates well.
A few at a time. This process, I believe, is called creaming. Everything's coming well together pretty well.
And so it's turning like a nice lemony yellow, as you can see.
Yeah.
And we're just going to make sure that all of that is incorporated. And then what I'm going to do is to add my vanilla,
which is 1 teaspoon of vanilla.
And if you want to add a little extra, you can.
Yeah. I never seen anyone
complain
that it's not enough. This is too vanilla-y. Kind of reminds me of like when people say like with parsley. I've never seen anyone say, I think there's too much parsley.
So I always do a nice heaping.
Yeah.
Helping teaspoon. And we'll incorporate that.
So over here with the flour mixture that my mom has, over here she already added the baking soda and the baking powder
and the salt.
And the salt. So you can add that just together by itself if you'd like.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to start adding our flour.
Yeah, and like I said, baking powder. and salt have been added. The ingredients will be either in the video description or be on our cookbook, page 53.
And you want to start off slow because you don't want to get a flour bath. And then we're going to alternately add a little bit of our milk as we add our flour. And we just keep adding the flour one at a time.
Now, would this be a pretty good cake just without apples? I guess probably.
It would be. You could actually even add the cake itself is a nice, more kind of like a coffee cake.
Right.
It's not what you would put frosting on or anything like that. So if you had, fresh raspberries you wanted to put on, blackberries, you could do that as well.
Oh, the apples only go on top.
Apples only go on top.
Oh, okay. So we'll just keep doing this and we'll come back when the dough is all set. Alright, she's put the last of the milk and the flour in, and now we're just going to mix until everything is well incorporated or beaten in or mixed in.
And that looks pretty well done.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this, take this off of here. I'm going to put my other bowl on and
We're going to whisk these egg whites.
The egg whites until they're fluffy and kind of stiff. They could be soft cakes.
You have to put any what is that, tartar sauce in?
The cream tartar, no.
Okay.
What you can do is you could beat them by hand. You could beat them with an electric mixer as well. Our regular batter's done. Now we're going to put our 3 egg whites in here, and we're gonna put it on and whip it up like that.
Yeah, so we're just gonna whisk it until they turn white, stiff white peaks, right?
Yeah.
So we'll be back. Alright, as you can see, we have ourselves some stiff white peaks with the thing.
With the it's like a meringue, and this is going to get folded into the other batter.
But my mom, in the
meantime, I was multitasking.
Yeah.
So I peeled the apples.
Yeah.
We like them peeled on. If you like the skin on, you could leave it on because you're going to slice them
honestly,
in thin
if
slices.
you were making this for the first time, would you leave the skin on or take it off?
I would take it off.
Right. And so if you taste it the first time and you like it with the skin on, keep it on, or whatever. You know what I'm saying. Leave it on or take it off. Anyways, what type of apples are you using?
These happen to be Macoons.
Okay.
You could use any kind.
Apple that you want.
Yeah, I wouldn't use a Granny Smith. Granny Smiths are great in pies when you're adding a lot of cinnamon and extra sugar.
Right.
But so you want something that's not overly tart.
Okay.
Okay, so as you can see, this is our regular batter. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take these egg whites and we're going to fold them into this batter, and that adds more height to it, and
keeps it kind of flaky too.
And remember, you don't want to
break it.
You don't want to break them, so you just keep going around nice and easy, getting it to get into your batter. And then you're going to have your
your baking pan.
Your baking pan.
Well greased with Crisco or whatever.
9 by 13, I think this is. Greased and ready to go.
Yeah, so you just want to fold until everything's pretty much well incorporated. You got yourself the meringue is inside. Because yeah, this will make the
and this doesn't really take very long. The meringue was done. You get all your ingredients ready. The meringue was beat up in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's with using a machine. If you're doing it by hand, it could take a little longer, but It's not too hard of a recipe. To be honest, I haven't had it in a long time. Probably since my grandmother died. Because this was her recipe. Her signature thing.
Yeah, this was one of her baking, and she would make also a wonderful sour cream cake.
Yeah, which we might show as well. That might be something we could do in the future.
Just want to get every drop. Okay, so we're just gonna
Pour our cake batter on. Now, with this, you should have your oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, obviously. So what do we do after this, Mom?
we're gonna
You cut the apples right on top, or do you put? Okay.
Yep.
So, like you said, if you don't like apples for some reason, you can do this with whatever fruit you'd like. And yeah, this is a good recipe. But yeah, if you, like I said, if you want to take the skin off, take it off. If you want to keep it on, keep it on. It's all up to you.
Sorry for the end of the bowl in your face. But for me holding it.
Yeah, that's alright. Now you just want to spread it here.
Yep.
Spread it.
So first off, I'm just gonna slide it.
Yeah, and that's something I've learned to do is at the end of the whole thing, you pat it down, like you tap it on your table or whatever before you put it in. It will release any air bubbles that might be in the bottom, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I guess you could even do this with like cherries, or
Yeah, you wouldn't want anything that is
really juicy.
overly juicy or wet.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the apples seem to work pretty nicely.
All right, so now we're just gonna slice up the apples. So you got them in the like quarters or whatnot, and then we'll just place them on. And then at the top, after this,
I'm going to just show you a few, and then you'll get the hang of it.
Yeah.
So you don't want to make them overly thick,
yeah, and you don't
because you want them to cook.
Yeah, and you don't want to overlap them too much either. You want to leave them with enough space.
And of course, if you have bigger, these are smaller apples.
Yeah.
At this time, this is not really apple season right now.
Yeah.
But if you have bigger apples, of course,
You'll
get
use
bigger
less of-
slices.
Yeah, right. All right, we are back. The apples are covered the cake.
Yeah. So see how
Looks very nice.
Yeah, it does look pretty. And so then what you're just going to do,
Sprinkle a little cinnamon.
sprinkle a little cinnamon. Remember, this is not a sweetie cake.
No.
This is supposed to be used as a coffee cake, a breakfast cake.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Perfect for the fall time, by the way. If you're watching this during the fall, it's perfect for the fall.
Oh.
So, what were we saying?
That's it.
Yeah, so we're going to throw this in a 350 degree oven for 30 minutes, and we will be back to show you what it looks like when it's all done.
Okay, so here is our cake that's done.
Looks
And
great.
we're just letting it cool off.
Smells great, looks great. Probably spend about maybe 45 minutes. It all depends on the temperature of your oven, to be honest. Make sure
Yeah, our oven is giving us a little trouble.
Yeah, our oven's kind of wacky schmacky.
It's not, I don't think the calculation is true anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how to like recalibrate it if you can, or if you just gotta set it for a high temperature. But yeah, the first piece is always the toughest.
Yeah.
But yeah, this cake's gonna be good with a cup of tea.
See?
Look at that. Now let's eat it. Alright. Here is our apple cake. As you can see, it's nice and fluffy on the inside. And, yeah, let's give it a go. You want to take a taste too?
Sure, go ahead. You go first. I'm
Okay.
going to get a cup of tea.
That's good. It's very, very light, like you said. And it's kind of like a
egg whites.
Yeah, it's like a light, fluffy dough in the middle, and it's really, really good. It definitely would go good with a cup of tea.
Cup of coffee.
And the apple on the top is pretty good. Yeah, I approve. Nicely done, Grandma. So, if you want to buy our book, Chai Fame Manja, you can. I have a link to our store in the video description or at the end of the video. You can click on it, you can buy our cookbook, and then you can make it yourself. So I've been Kenshin1913 along with
Mom.
And it's been another Cooking with Kenshin1913.
Enjoy and happy eating.